Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. And I won't lie to you, like, we've dropped points again against a team that shows no real intention of winning the game. Like, the way they set up, it was clear they was looking for the smash and grab. It was clear that, they set up in the low block. Let's just not lose the game. Let's try to keep it as tight as possible, as compact as possible. Let's limit Arsenal from getting as many chances on goal as possible, which they did, and we just didn't have an answer for it. You know what I mean? It's just, at the end of the day, this is what it is. We didn't really have an answer for it. We didn't try and go and kill them in any way, shape or form. All we really did was suffocate them. You know what I mean? We controlled large majority of the possession throughout the majority of the game. Yeah, there's times in the first half where Manchester United did break away, but it was never anything threatening. In the second half, a few of their transitions were a bit more threatening, but a proper, at least in that second half, a proper masterclass from Raya saved us on many occasions. Declan Rice saved us, because I tell you what, that loss of possession from Moreno, even Rice was like, do you know what I mean? Like, we just wasn't focused. We wasn't switched on, and I don't know I can't really pinpoint what it is. Like, I think I'm now accepting the fact. I'm really accepting the fact that we can't break down low blocks. At least with the players that we have available at the moment, we can't break down low blocks. Like, we struggle so much with low blocks. Like, it's insane, and I think it's because the players aren't clinical enough. Like, the players just aren't clinical enough, and it's actually really frustrating to see. Like, it's genuinely really frustrating to see, because if you think about it, like, we actually do control a lot of possession in games. Like, we have the majority of the ball in games. So if we just had someone that could put the ball in the back of the net, or not even, not always put the ball in the back of the net, just like individual magic. Do you know what I mean? An individual that's just going to pick up the ball and, cool, I'm going to beat 2-3 players and I'm going to lick off a shot, and you get it. Whatever happens, it's a threat. Now they have to think about that. They don't really have to think about it. And truth be told, like, Ranieri didn't have a good first half. He wasn't good. Part of me feels like it was instructional. He was going down the wing a lot more than cutting inside. His usual gig. But I feel like in the second half, when we took him off, it was like, cool, we've lost arguably our only player that can pull like something crazy out of the bag. Yeah. we just don't get the space in the final third in the Premier League that we do get in the Champions League. We just don't get it. And it seems like Arteta's got no ideas of what to do when that's the case. I mean, you just have to you just have to call it out. And from an attacking perspective, it's really poor. Like, it's really, really poor. Like, Declan Rice screamer, good goal, but still, like, we shouldn't be relying on that. Especially when there was loads of times where, if we just was a bit more brave, if we just like tried to go more centrally than taking it out wide and recycling the ball. Loads of times where Erdegaard, if he just tries the risky ball, like, it doesn't matter if you lose it, just try the risky ball. But do you know what? We're risk averse. That's what it is. Arteta's very risk averse, especially in the Prem. It's like night and day. Watching Arsenal in the Prem to the Champions League, it's like night and day. We're so risk averse. It's crazy. Like, there's loads of times where I see Rice driving forward with the ball, but he then won't continue it and continue progressing the ball with a forward pass. It's literally just, he'll drive forward and then it's like he sees options, but this risk averse stuff is kind of drilled into the mental of the players. It's really drilled into the mental of the players, because he'll pass to the side or he'll turn around and pass back and recycle. Recycle, 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 recycle. It's like we're going green. Do you know what I mean? Trying to do good for the earth. It's like we're always recycling the ball, and sometimes in very unnecessary scenarios as well. So yeah, man, that one was annoying. I can't lie. I'm not as mad as what I would have been as if we lost the game. Do you know what I mean? If we lost the game, I would have been so vexed, so extremely vexed. But we managed to get a point out of that. You know, there was a penalty shout for the handball. I'm not so sure if it was a handball. I don't know. I'll let other people decide that one. I'm not so sure. Only seeing it once. I'm not so sure. Yeah, but then even still, like we shouldn't be relying on penalties to take. Like we have a real creativity problem in the Prem. I don't know what it. I can't put my finger on it. We'll go to PSV and we'll probably score 3 goals. Sorry, PSV technically PSV will come to us. Probably score 3 goals. Like, and it's not. I hear it like PSV defensively not as good as like teams in the Premier League, but it's the freedom that we create with, the freedom that we play with is so just so much better in in the Champions League than it is in the Prem. In the Prem, we're way too risk adverse. It's like he goes into every game not wanting to lose. He'd rather not lose than win the game, and it's getting boring now. I won't lie, it's getting so boring now in the Premier League. It's getting so boring. Actually, getting so boring. Like I could have done so many other things today than watch this game. So many other things than watch this game. It's like I just devoted bare of my time to watch this game, even when an hour earlier for the watch along, just for that shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And look, like I can't believe like we're searching a goal when you bring on Tierney at left wing opposed to an actual winger. Don't get me wrong, Tierney nearly won us the game with the cross into Trossard. That Trossard got to get that on target. And this is what I mean. If Trossard just gets that on, Trossard had a poor. You know what? Trossard. Yeah, I'm not gonna do player ratings, but Trossard, he's a zero. It's just a zero. I've had enough of this guy this season. I can't lie. Trossard has been insanely shit this season. Like the levels of shit have just been just sky high, and yeah, unfathomable, unfathomable. So look, we should have won that game. It was a game we needed to win. We didn't win it. We've probably just with like Liverpool are not even running away with the league. They're just walking at this point. At this point, they're just walking away with it. Just walking. They're just walking to the trophy, and Arsenal just it's pathetic. But is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Like I can't make my judgment on this manager until at least my kind of threshold is met. And my threshold was bring me a major. So until it's impossible for us to get any majors this season, I'm not gonna fully crash out on the brother, but you're really, really pissing me off now. I'll be honest, you're really, really pissing me off now. Like some of the decisions that you're making really pissing me off. Example, why did you start Calafiori over Skelly? Why? It's just why why don't you go into this game with a different kind of game plan than Marino up top? Why not try go back to try why not go back and try Sterling on the left, Trossard up top and Wanyeri on the right? Maybe something different happens in the game. But no, you're like, oh, Moreno worked as a sub against Leicester. Maybe it's just gonna work again. Like you know what I mean? Just try. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that lineup would have done any better, but just try something different. Like why did you take off Wanyeri for Martinelli instead of Trossard for Martinelli when Trossard was on a yellow and Trossard was having the grandest stinker of all time? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're not even trying. You're not even trying at this point. Like you're not even trying. You're actually just not even trying. So yeah, man. Do you know what my my quote going forward, just going forward now is, I'm in a win-win scenario because either Arsenal win something or Berta sacks Arteta. I'm in a win-win. I win either way. So, look, people, unfortunately, another abysmal result. Well, I say abysmal. It could have been a lot worse. Actually, yeah, abysmal. If we lost, it would have been earth-shattering, diabolical. And yeah, I guess we just on to the next one, right? PSV, then Chelsea, and then international break. So, yeah, man, like the video, subscribe if you're not already, hit the post notification, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.